Hello everybody, welcome back to my vlog. Today is Saturday and it's 6th of February. Can't believe it's the 6th of February already. But I thought I'd take this time to take you on a tour, as I promised, to my shed, which I know you haven't seen yet. So just have a look inside, just so you can make sure you've seen most of all my plot before we start getting really busy with stuff. Anyway, so I will start to take you on for a little tour. See you in a minute. So this is a barn shed that I got, and I wanted something that would give me space to be able to play around in. So I wanted something that was a bit higher than the normal standard shed. So let's go inside. Make sure I've got the right key. So let's open the door. Got the little block stopper, stops the wind from blowing it when I'm inside. So welcome to my shed. This is my actual art studio in my shed, and let's just come inside so then I can kind of take you around a little bit. So as you can see, I've got a table area here, which is where I keep all the art stuff and lots of storage underneath for some bits and bobs, and then I have my little tea station here, which for tea, and then the hooks, and I've got some terrible tape on there. I need to get some new windows because they've cracked, but these plastic things don't last very long. But so yeah, that's another job for another time. But when it's a shed, it doesn't really matter so much. And then I've got storage up here. So I've got some books which I use for planting, and some tomato stuff for the tomato plants, and then tins for seeds. And then I got these really lovely boxes. They're wine boxes, but they're really good for storing stuff in. So that's kind of like my area for seeds and things. If it gets too hot in here, then I have to remove the seeds because otherwise it'll spoil them. Then I've got a little desk area here where I have obviously my radio, something for my phone to prop up, and these are like little knick-knacky things that I like to have when I go out to the beach or things like that. I like to collect those little things, and then I'll have incense and something to make me feel very calm. And then always a good thing, which I love, is my little date calendar, because sometimes I don't realise how long I haven't been to the allotment, and then when I come in and I see that there's a few days on there, I know that it's been too long. So it's always good to have a little calendar just to keep you up to date with being into the allotment. These are some little art things that I did in clay, so just pressing around with some clay, and then my little stick man, and yeah, there's a little watercolour up there which I did, and then I've got a little light system which works really well, so when it's dark in here, which is a little bit dark today because the clouds are over, but sometimes you just need to put a little extra light on so you can see things. So then I've got like a little caddy station area here with some pens and pencils, and this is a little heater which I put on my little cooker, so if it gets a little bit nippy in here I can warm the place up a bit. And then this is my area for my brushes. These are really good little things. I got this from Hobbycraft, but they're very good for wheeling around for your brushes and all your paints and things. And then this is my little tea station. So again, part 2. But this is a really great little camping burner. And then I've got some drawers, things in here. They're like just no sweets in there, just biscuit things and stuff. Yeah, so just a little storage area. And it's my painting stool and my easel and some paints, some canvases, some paintings that I've done. And then I've got my little ladder rack, which is really good for putting all my bits on. So down the bottom I've got this little good thing I got from B&Q, which is great for storing books, because otherwise sometimes they might get a bit damp. So you have to be really careful. I had to have a clear out because winter time everything might get a bit damp, so you have to be careful with things like watercolour paper, which you have to make sure that you put it in an area that doesn't actually allow it to doesn't get wet. And then here obviously some tools and bits and bobs and some books, things I like reading. I'm into printing. I like to read Turner, various other artists, so playing around with inks. And then some more books here and some other bits and bobs, pencils, gouache, some more pencils, and then obviously a little board up here which I really like, so I have things on there that inspire me. So yeah, so maybe an artist or a sort of painting, so which is really cool. And then obviously my oil, bits and bobs for my oils. And this is like a mini shed of mine that I made. It was a 3D. You put a phone inside the other side, and then you can watch a 3D image, which I did for a show many years ago. It's a BA show. And then yeah, just some other bits and bobs. Good collecting boxes. I love collecting little boxes because they're always good to store stuff in. And then obviously I've got my palettes, and then a painting that I did, which is an oil painting. And then I have a little chart there. And this is my stick if I want to do some long painting. Not painting, any long painting or long drawing really. You just put some charcoal on there, put a brush on there, and then stand back with a really long stick, and then you don't have as much control, and it's quite good fun if you feel restricted. It's just to loosen up. It's really good fun. So then I've got my clock, which I got from a charity shop, which I was quite pleased with. And then obviously my area where I keep all my coats, and my apron and my chairs. And then I have a chair that I like to sit in when I'm doing some art, if I need, or have a cup of tea just to relax. And then I've got some of the chair. So I've got some more storage down here, and in here I got these good recycle, people throw stuff out. It's always good to just to collect stuff from people instead of buying things. And then in there I've got lots of paints and mediums, mostly mediums to be honest with you. And then the bottom one I've got lots of jars and some marble dust, some pots and jars, anything I can keep and find to use for my art, which is really helpful. And then obviously my shoes, my boots. So yeah, and then this carpet I also got in a charity shop. It's a rug from Habitat for a couple of quid. So yeah, I was really pleased with that. And that is actually one painting that I'm working on at the moment. I'm a fine artist, so obviously everything's a little bit abstract. not many pretty pictures that I do. So yeah, so at the moment I'm working on that. That's filled with charcoal. Had a bit of a mad day yesterday, sort of covering it with charcoal and seeing what would evolve. So that's work in progress. So I have no idea where that's going to go. So that basically is my shed. So that's my tour. I didn't want to spend too long on it because I never know how long to spend on these videos, but I don't want to bore people to death. But yeah, so if there's anything that caught your eye, or you was interested in knowing anything, then please do drop me a message and tell me your thoughts. Yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed the tour. Thank you for the I have some subscribers, which is really encouraging, so thanks for that, and some encouraging messages, so thank you. And yeah, the next one I'm going to do, I'm just going to start getting some seeds. I'm just very conscious that I've got some things that need to go in the ground, so I'm going to put those some flowers that need to be, I can see they're rooting, so I'm going to start doing that. So I'll do that on the next video, and I'll show you what that is and what I'm doing. So I will see you next time, but thank you very much and have a great day. Bye.